Okay, now I want us to look at corresponding angles. What is it about corresponding angles? We say corresponding angles lie either both above or below the parallel lines and on the same side as the transversal. They are the angles in the matching corners and are equal. Always look out for the F shape. Okay, someone will get confused by this abstract English. Let me make you visualize what do we mean about corresponding angles. How do we find corresponding angles? Okay, here you are told that you must have lines that are parallel. Okay, so these are the parallel lines that I'm referring to. Okay, my lines here are parallel. Let me put it here like this. Okay, make sure that you don't just conclude that lines are parallel. Lines are parallel when indicated by this arrow. Okay, now this one then emphasize that these two lines are what? Are parallel. And when we talk of transversal, it's whereby we are looking at this line that catches these parallel lines. Okay, so this is what we're referring to. Okay, here we have a line AB and the line CD and the line EF. Okay, here we have G, here we have H. So here are the points that you are referring to. Okay, so by being corresponding, they are referring to angles. Okay, here it's G1, G2, G3, G4, H1, H2, H3, and H4. So when they are looking at angles that are corresponding, look here, follow exactly that I'm going to follow my lead. Okay, so we want to look at the lines that are want to look at lines that are corresponding. So we said we want to look at an F shape. So follow me when trying to draw this S shape. Okay, F shape. Okay, yes. Okay. So you see this one is an F shape, but it's just that my F is slipping, so it's look like a T. So if you look carefully here, this is what we are referring to. Here is an angle here. This angle of which is G2 and this angle of which is H2. We said these angles are what? Are corresponding, and we say corresponding angles are equal. Let me write them. We have G2. I want us to get all the collective of corresponding angles. G2 is equal to H2, and the reason we say these are corresponding angles. And make sure that when you talk of corresponding angles, you have to pay attention whether are those angles have parallel to each other, and we said those angles should be between parallel lines that are being intersected by a transversal. And transversal in this case is what? FE. And the line we say AB in this case is the one that is parallel to what? To CD. And we want to look at which other angles are corresponding. Okay, And then now let us look at another F shape. Here's another F shape. We look at the parallel line, we go straight to the transversal. Here's the transversal, and then now we are looking at another line that is parallel to the other one. So if you look at this F shape, you can see that this angle of which is G3 is equal to this angle of which is H3. The reason behind that is that these two angles are corresponding. So angle G3 is equal to angle H3. The reason is because the angles are corresponding. Okay, and then moving forward again, let us try to check another F shape that we can come up with. Now let us look at an F shape from now this direction, starting from your transversal. No, I don't want this one. I want to use a highlighter. Here's my highlighter. So here's a transversal that I'm referring to. Okay, here's my transversal. Okay, here's a line that is parallel, and here's another line that is parallel. So I have this F shape now. So this is my F shape. It's a transversal and two parallel lines. So in this case, I want to look at this part. Okay, let me just highlight. This angle, which is G1, is equal to this angle, which is H1 in this case, because these two angles are what? Are alternating. So now I'll be having angle G1 being equal to angle H1. And the reason, not alternating, but corresponding angles. Okay, I can also draw another F shape beside the one that I drew. How about using this color now? And here's my highlight. Here's another F shape. Here's another F shape of mine. And if you look at this F shape now, you will see that now here's a corner angle. Okay, this corner angle in this case is equal to this one corner angle. So the reason behind that, we said that now we have G4 that is equal to an angle H4. And the reason behind that, we said those angles are also corresponding angles. Okay. So which other, okay, I did not highlight that one. This one, I said these two are also equal. Yeah, I did not highlight this one. So if you can check now, I want you to use the information that we have covered. You are now relating the previous video as well as this video now. Look carefully. Here, we said that when we look at a vertical opposite angles, you can see that angle G2 is also equal to angle what? Angle G4. And that one is the vertical opposite angles. Okay, if you can see carefully, we said that G2 is equal to G4 now, but we said G4 is equal to H4. So if G2 is equal to G4 and G4 is equal to H4, what does this thing say about G2 and H4? This then implies that G2 is also equal to what? H4. But this one, I will just leave it like this. I won't include the reasoning. The reasoning is something that we'll be diving into in the following video, where I'll be talking about angles that are alternating. So in this case, I just want us to come up with a quick observation. And again, we said G1 is equal to what? We said G1 in this case is equal to is equal to H1. But if you can look carefully, G1 in this case is also equal to G3. Why am I saying so? It's a vertical opposite angles. But I know that G1 is equal to H1. This then implies that H1 is also equal to what? Is equal to G3. Is equal to G3. And in this case, I won't write this reasoning because I want us to explore another a property of lines that are parallel that we can use that will just take us directly to the solution that we need. But in this case, I just want you to observe this. How can you align the knowledge that you had previously on our previous video and the knowledge that you just obtained right now? And then again, you can tell that H1 is equal to H3. H1 is equal to H3. And the reason is that we're looking at a vertical what? Opposite angles. Okay. But I know that H3 is equal to what? It's equal to G3. Meaning G1 is equal to G3, H1 is equal to G3 is equal to H3 and is also equal to what? It's also equal to G1. Wow. Wow. Okay. Again, if we can look at G2, okay, I did mention that G2 is equal to G4 vertical opposite angles, G1 is equal to G3 vertical opposite angles, H1 is equal to H3 vertical opposite angles, and also H2 is equal to H4. By the way, it's also vertical opposite angles. Okay. Now, I just want us to look at the relationship between the two whenever we are given two parallel lines, including the transversal, or which are being intersected by a transversal, of which is the concept of alternative angles.